Hello. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hello.
Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever
Good
you are
something.
today. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to episode 10 of Once Upon a Game, our indie RPG variety show. For those who don't know, I am Eric. I'm EricVulgaris here on the internets. I will be your host slash facilitator. And it's particularly for this game, I'll also be the GM. Sometimes we don't do GM shows. Sometimes we do. Mostly we just focus on doing one shots of really cool RPGs that not a lot of people know about. Hopefully that they inspire you to maybe check them out and support the designer or just tell your friends that this is a really cool RPG if you ever want to do something. But before we get into what we're doing tonight, how about let's go around the table here, our proverbial internet table, and see and how's everybody doing today. So, Adam, how about you? How about
Hello.
you start things off, buddy?
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. I had an amazing weekend.
Great. Awesome. I'm Tux. You can find me at places. Tuxtradamus. I'll tell you again at the end, just in case you forget. So don't.
Cool.
Um, I have been doing stuff. I played Saturday. I played The Park. Have you guys heard of that?
No, I haven't. What is that?
It's a horror game. Its game is used loosely because it's like a narrative experience kind of thing where you just kind of you control a character.
I
and you
wouldn't
can
know
do
anything about
stuff.
that. Playing story games.
Foreign concept.
You control a character and you walk around doing stuff and then it's like a haunted theme park kind of thing.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's
It's pretty cool.
Oh, actually that sounds really cool. Haunted theme park
The
is
game itself is really fun.
underused.
The game
Yeah.
itself was really fun. The ending was kind of lame.
Hmm.
Only because
cool.
only because
Strawberry says, "Is it a walking simulator?"
kind of it's a theme park simulator and then jump scares. So
Oh, okay, sure. So
it's cool.
I-
The ending has a thing where you're doing all this stuff, and then randomly it just becomes cinematic, and a ton of stuff happens at the end, and it's just like, okay, well, none of this means anything to me because I'm just watching it.
because they yoinked agency
Yeah,
out of they grabbed all the choices you made doesn't matter because I'm just getting led literally on a roller coaster.
exactly.
It's literally a roller coaster designed adventure.
it comes full circle.
Oh, it's so
because
meta.
because
It's
what
exactly-
comes around goes around.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh.
Pun
but-
game.
yeah.
Strong.
So
Um,
before we move to Nick though, I have a question for you, Adam.
Yeah.
What is your favorite heist movie? Or the most recent viewed one?
I would say it was the Fargo show.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah, which
There was
is
a
really
they have
good.
heists in it.
Kind of. It's like a big long heist, basically.
Okay,
big,
it's a giant-
long-
okay.
It's a big long crime thing that just kind of happens, and then like it just keeps breaking off and breaking off, and then eventually everything falls apart, and it's so good.
Oh.
That sounds like a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, Nevik, season 2, episode 10 is the best part to just start watching the stream series. It absolutely is because we only do one shots here, so
Yes,
every
exactly.
episode is self-contained. We don't have a ongoing story. Literally, after every episode, we burn it on fire. That's the only way to burn things, and leaving only the VODs. We never return to the games that we play here. It's very important that we want to leave everything on the table tonight. Make sure we just have a fun time, and cool. So Fargo was the show, and
Yeah.
Nick.
Probably the most recent crimey, heisty kind of thing I watched.
Okay, Nick,
Yeah.
how
hello.
have you been?
It's cold. I have been pretty well. I got a lot of stuff done this week, so I am feeling in a productive mood.
How is the Jedi Academy that you're clearly training young Padawans at?
Well, training is a strong term. I think I just worked my way through the second pack of younglings. I still got to descend to the lower reaches and steal all the holocrons. So I mean,
Got it.
you know,
Okay,
but business before pleasure. Business before pleasure, gentlemen.
good to know. Good to know. Okay, so Nick, tell us the chat. Tell me and Adam.
Heist movie. Jesus.
Heist movie. Give us our heist movies.
What is a heist movie that I have seen?
Heist movies are
I know what a heist
okay.
movie is.
I was like, okay, I can work with
What
this.
am heist movie?
How do I shot heist?
What do I heist?
What's up?
can't think of anything that I've seen recently. Can we count The Fifth Element?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Fifth Element, because The Fifth Element kind of counts as a heist movie.
Yeah, it has tons of elements of a heist movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snatch is also very good.
I was gonna say my favorite movie is probably either Snatch. Actually, Snatch. If I wanted a more realistic one, maybe Heat, but that's like the classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But definitely Snatch.
Awesome.
Snatch is.
Wasn't there one with Jason Statham recently? With,
I'm sure he's in like every heist movie ever made.
There was one really specific one where like he had a little girl who was really good at cracking codes or something. I think
You're gonna have to be more specific. I think Harry Potter. I don't know.
You're right. Sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, viewers, watch heist movies. Heists are awesome. If you need to catch up for more. Avoid Tower Heist. Avoid Tower Heist with like Ben Stiller in it.
Oh my god.
Just avoid that one, and I think you're fine. Oh my god, The Italian Job is probably the most classic one. Even either the old one or the new one. Both are excellent.
Yep.
In fact, The Italian Job is basically what the style of game that we're playing today. So
That's what's called the segue.
yes. So today we're playing a game called One Last Job. So One Last Job imitates a sort of like particular genre. In this case, where it is a story game emulating the heist movie or the action movie, where we are in a retirement. Something we're going to establish through play what exactly happened in the past. But whatever it was, we had a history together. We did something. There was a falling out during a heist. And now we're getting back into the game because someone made us an offer we can't refuse, right? It's like, I can't, Mr. President, I'm retired, right? And it's like, but God damn it, McMillan, they have my daughter, right? And it's like that that's the quintessential element kind of movie that we're doing.
Yeah.
Or, for The Italian Job, where a heist went bad, or like something happened and like we didn't really talk afterwards, and all of a sudden we're like, gotta get everybody back, take revenge. That kind of story is what we're going to be focusing on today. This game is a very genre-specific game. I know some games we play are very genre-specific. Other games aren't. That's just the thing that we're doing today. So I hope we're excited. I hope you guys are as excited to have this game as much as I am. I've been reading this game all day. I'm super ready for it. But, before we actually jump into that game, I know there's one more step. Every episode of Once Upon a Game, there's always a little bit of a spiel. It's only because it's so important to me that we all know that we're safe here. And the rule that will trump any other rule that's not even in the books here, this is a Once Upon a Game rule. This is a very common story game meetup group or convention rule. It's called the Veil or the X card. If you're ever uncomfortable with any sort of topic that gets brought up or any sort of idea, you can just type X or say X or do a little like X like that or giant like X, whatever is comfortable for you, and whatever the topic matter that's being discussed, and we'll just drop it, and you don't have to explain why. We believe you that you say you're uncomfortable. Like maybe you don't want graphic sex scenes. It's probably reasonable. That's fine. Maybe somebody suggested it because they wanted it. But, you can always back off. Maybe it's 30 minutes into something that you agreed on. Like, oh my God, I don't want spiders eating people alive. I don't want that in my game. Can we actually go back and do that? And like magic, that shit's gone. That's how we do it here, because your safety is our priority here on Once Upon a Game. So I need verbal buy-in as my lawyers and my legal counsel say. So Nick.
Yes, the Wisdom Jedi Master does grant you.
Yeah. Adam.
I say aye.
Adam. Thank you so much. Awesome. Fantastic. So, Once Upon a Game. It's going to be super fun. Let's look over here at the rules. Two things. So, as well for story games, the number one thing is we're making this up as we go right now. Like, I don't have anything prepared today. Like, I read the rules to the game. I'm the facilitator / GM of this game. We're going to make these things up together on the spot here. What helps you do that is to, one, listen to each other. When somebody talks about a detail or something, reincorporate that in, right? Or think about how the next logical step of that. Number two, be obvious. don't try to be super cool or super funny sometimes. Like don't like hype yourself up and like you just get out of your element. Just steal from literally everything that you ever done. Steal from your friends' personalities. Steal from your favorite movie or manga or comic or TV show or video game. Just take an element that's like a cool piece and just just plop that shit right in this game. It's like if you describe your guy with like white hair or something, it's like I don't know. It's like maybe 2 hours go by. I'm like, wait, are you the dude from The Witcher? It's like, are you playing, like, are you trying to be like The Witcher? I was like, and he's like, yeah, that's where I'm drawing from. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't like, that's awesome. Yeah, I totally get it. I can riff off that. Because that's what we do here is we riff off each other.
Yep.
So, starting the game here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of figure out our world. What kind of thing we want to play. Like, do we want to play fantasy, one last job? Like, do we want to be adventurers who like retired and it's like, God damn it, the dragon's back? Or something like that, or like, do we want to do like a sci-fi, like cyberpunk, like Mirror Shades, getting us back into the game? Do we want, DJ Weed's character being like, I got a good score, stuff checks out, and it's literally one last job, right? Or we could do something like modern. I have an idea only because I think it's really funny and I just watched the show, but I'm open to hearing your guys' ideas if you have anything.
Well, why don't you share your idea with us, Eric?
Okay, I will share my idea. So I had the idea of playing like actual actors. Like, so what if? So I watched The West Wing, right? And I have the idea that Martin Sheen got elected to be the actual president, because he plays the president in The West Wing. For those who don't know, and he just like, oh. I mean, people thought I was good at it, so that's why they elected me. So that logic, vis-a-vis actors must be good, especially action movie actors must be good at their jobs. And so and I have something that I need to get done to protect America. So we're going to have to go look out for either like Jean-Claude Van Damme or like Bruce Willis or something like that, right?
Yep.
Which may be even more funny because part of this game, for whatever job I'm doing, there's also a job that we will allude to in the past. This is the job. This is the score that we did where this was where the fallout happened. It's called the catastrophe in the game.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that if we played as actors, you guys actually were action stars and you did something, and that's like you went back to just making movies after it. That's my idea. I'm totally cool with doing whatever tonight, though. I'm kicking it any way we want to do.
I think we dig that idea.
Yes.
I certainly do. I love the idea.
Okay, done.
I think it's fantastic.
Okay, so we're gonna do like a modern setting world. Yeah. Okay. Now let's. Do you want to corroborate what our job should be? So we should determine what our job is. It should be very simple. Our job should be we have to blank this, right?
Okay.
Like, we have to verb this noun.
We have to verb this noun.
We have to kill the renegade traitor mercenary guy. We have to rescue the princess.
Well, let's pull through like some old kind of like action movie tropes and figure out like what we're trying to do.
So stop the terrorists.
Russians. Something with Russians.
Stop the Russians.
Something with Russians.
We have to go after our counterpart who's been turned to the Russian side.
Oh yeah, so
like 20 years after the original movie.
Well, so I guess is it going to be a good thing or a bad thing that we're doing?
It's got to be good. It's got to be like super patriotic.
It's got to be like uber patriotic and good. Like we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like stop, like nuclear missile silent, explosions. Oh, it's got to be nuclear war, right? We got to prevent nuclear war. We're doing the action movie. We're gonna prevent nuclear war.
It's 30 years later.
No. We could actually just do.
You want to base it in the 80s?
No, I was thinking Armageddon. And then Russia has a comet.
Russia has a. Oh my God, we should do it.
You want to do that? And we have to go to the Russian base to stop the comet from hitting the Earth.
Oh, we have to go to the Soviet moon base.
Oh my God! Yeah, done. Okay, cool. That's all right. All right, I can work with that. All right, and then what was our kind of let's just vaguely describe what our catastrophe was. So like, what did we do in the past that didn't work out? because we will. So chat, we will definitely be hitting these things again like throughout play. All we're doing is just kind of creating our sentence.
Yeah.
To get the ball rolling.
All right, what was our former job? Well, would we have faced down the Russians before? Maybe at another time.
Maybe, probably.
Maybe.
So we're gonna prevent the Russian comet from hitting America.
Comment.
Yeah.
Which will incidentally
The
kill
Russian
everyone
controlled.
else.
All right, I'll put Russian controlled.
At least
No,
Russian-
that won't. No,
It's just a comment with a big fuzzy hat on it.
with a red star on it. Oh my god, that's the name of the comet. The comet's called the Red Star because it's made of like iron or whatever that's red.
Awesome.
Fucking sorry. Yeah, giving off all the good details
that's
right now before we
fantastic.
begin playing.
Oh man.
How
So-
do you spell Russian? Oh, there we go. It didn't like that it wasn't capitalized. That was
How am
bothering.
spell Russian?
Yeah.
Well, take your time trying to spell it. Don't be.
All right.
Russian.
So our catastrophe. Something bad happened the last time we worked together. It's linked to the job. So define where the catastrophe happened, then go around the table and take turns and say one thing that happened during the catastrophe. So
So it has to be So it has to be linked to this job. So.
prevent the Russian-controlled comet from hitting America.
Well, I have an idea.
Sure.
I think part of the catastrophe is that one of our previous, one of the previous people on our team went rogue and started to help the Russians at the end of our mission, and they're now, commanding whatever station is operating the comet.
Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Don't give away.
He's not even
anything.
He's not American.
It's some actor. Yes.
Okay.
It's Alan Rickman.
I was gonna go Robin Williams.
We gotta make it believable.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should leave them hitherto unknown.
Yeah,
we
okay.
just wanna flush out.
Oh, we just knew that there was a spy in our midst, and the bad juju
we
made
knew
us break
someone
up
betrayed
not to
us.
do it again.
Yeah.
Someone
and we
sold
know
us
that
out.
And that they went off to go help the Russians with the new project at the end of the last.
Oh, okay, I got it.
This is a sequel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the sequel. This is
Oh.
Bad Boys 2.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
Got
Boys
it.
2,
Okay,
Rising
cool.
Star.
Cool. So, so the bosses brought you all back together for one last job, despite the fact that you're long past your best. They need people they can trust, and they trust you, and they make you an offer that you can't refuse, so you sign up. So, the boss is going to be the president. We're doing Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Oh, good old Martin Sheen. The traitor should be Sean Bean. Yes, Soren. Absolutely.
Good. I mean,
So, no, I got it. I got the last job. So this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So, so we got the job. So the way the game starts is that as a GM, I have to hire the first crew member, and the way this is going to happen is that I have to come up with somebody who's ideally suited for this job. So I think the movie would kind of start with us in the war room or the war council of the White House. What's it called? I guess the war room, right? Is it the
think
war
it's
room?
just the war room,
You know,
yeah.
it looks like the multi monitor blue NATO trajectory missile stuff going on everywhere. A bunch of charts and graphs in the world, like in
Yep.
like a 3D hologram
There's
in the middle of the
screens
table.
with probabilities.
Yeah,
on them.
and we're surrounded by old white dudes in military uniforms of every color and branch
all
and
old
division,
white
right?
dudes.
Yeah, they're obviously right. It's just
the military.
It's what
Yeah.
it is, right? Because it's gross. And you see Martin Sheen dressed like he would be in The West Wing.
Just the best suit ever.
Yeah, with the best suit and just the same hair. He actually doesn't even. He looks the same age, and he's like looking there, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on, right? He just has that look of like abject fear, and meanwhile, and like we hear like the sounds of like the satellite pings going like. And like people like chatting in the background, and we hear like one of like the old generals pipe up, being like, "Mr. President, we have a top secret message coming in from the satellite Q," and he looks over it, and he's like wearing glasses, right? And he's looking over it, and he just takes off his glasses. And he's like, "Mother of God," and the general's like, "You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you?" And he's like, "Of course, but no, they're retired. They won't be. They can't do it. It's like, but Mr. President, they're our last best hope. And and the president's like, no, but not that last time they left them. There was so much. No, there's no way that we can get them back together. It's like, but Mr. President, America is on the line once again.
I thought the end of
that was just the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
President, America.
And like immediately we cut like quick wipe over to I'm in the back of a limousine, right, in a motorcade.
Yeah.
And like I'm getting like briefed by different people handing me dossiers, and the first one comes up and it's a picture of we need somebody who's a somebody who can get inside Russia, right? Someone who knows Russia. Somebody who dealt with Russians before. Is Pierce Brosnan American? Because actually that'd be really funny. Is he British?
I think he's British.
Check. Pierce Brosnan.
America?
America.
Republic of Ireland.
Oh, Irish. Damn it.
Darn
Okay. Let's go. I mean, let's do Bruce Willis.
Okay.
So
it just pulls it out with like.
Oh no, exactly. No, it's Bruce Willis. It's like, oh man. So I have to give you a name.
I was gonna say you pull it out and it's like the acting headshot of Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it is. It's the active headshot of Bruce Willis, like in front of with a gray portrait thing behind him.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Know what it is? It's his picture from Armageddon. in the space outfit.
It's the movie. It's the movie poster.
It's a still from the movie with him in the space outfit that I'm looking at, and they're like, Mr. President,
He's perfect.
Our first candidate is a Mr. Bruce Willis, and like you hear like the old school typewriter thing go over, like his skills with handling comets have been tried and true. You're Mr. President. I was like, yeah. Once we get him inside, he'll certainly be the one who's able to stop this comet from striking America. His computer skills and ability to never die hard, or something, it's like makes him an excellent candidate for this mission.
Oh, so good.
Now that means I'm opening the floor here for one of you two to elect playing Bruce Willis. What you're going to do is whoever wants to do that, you're going to kind of create like a little vignette of what you're doing when the motorcade shows up to get you, right? Because you're going to accept, but it's a matter of like why you're accepting, right?
How good's your Bruce Willis impression, Nick?
Americans don't get to play Bond. Yep.
It's okay, but if you think you can master it a little bit better, I've seen.
Nanosphere is absolutely right. Sorry, I missed that. I had the book open over chat. I'm so sorry. The Situation Room is what I'm thinking of.
Okay. My Bruce Willis impression is okay. If you think you can nail it, go for it. I might be better at coming up with one-liners though, so I don't know how good are you?
As long as you say yippee-ki-yay, I don't really care.
All right. Then I think I'll step up and I'll be Bruce Willis.
Okay.
Not Bruce Willis.
Okay. Cool. Yep. So if there's anyone able, if there's anyone willing, so like the scene goes like, yeah, if anyone's willing and able to stop the Russian comet, then it's gonna be Bruce. And then we cut over to what is Bruce doing right now?
So, I can take this any direction I want. You're fine with that, right?
Oh yeah.
I think Bruce Willis is. I think, and this is going off of like recent events. I believe M. Night Shyamalan said he wanted to do a rom-com with Bruce Willis. So I think we cut over to the set of the M. Night Shyamalan rom-com with Bruce Willis and some kind of like. I don't remember the theme of the movie, but it's like this period piece, kind of like Victorian parlor that's in like, downtown LA somewhere, and it's just on a sound stage, and you see Bruce Willis in like just like 1900s garb, and he's got like a monocle on, and he's got a cane in his hand. He's got it like pressed to the floor, and he's standing upright.
Top hat and coat, like on the
and he's got,
on the rack next to him. Yeah, sure.
And the scene starts out where he just like reaches into his pocket and flips out a little brass stopwatch and just kind of looks at it and looks up to like this very metaphorical painting that's up against the wall that's supposed to like symbolize the turmoil with in his character's relationship with his wife, and it's just this big like Renaissance era battle painting, and it's got like demons
like, yeah,
in the background. And then from behind him you just hear like M. Night Shyamalan shout cut, and Bruce Willis turns and he makes an expression like, "What the fuck, man? I'm getting into my element here. I'm getting into my element." And you just see the entire like motorcade and the entire like Secret Service and the president are just kind of like standing behind all the cameras, and M. Night Shyamalan's kind of just like, he's got his little director's cap and he's kind of just huddled up next to his camera. I think that'll be seen.
And yeah, I think we just hear like
Bruce
Willis from Martin Sheen.
Yeah. And Bruce Willis just kind of like nods like, it's about damn time.
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Well, and like, so this the Secret Service opened like the doors to the limo when we get in, and like, Mr. Willis, we have a America needs your help again.
And Bruce Willis is every time I say Bruce Willis, I'm gonna laugh because I'm playing Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis kind of just nods and he's like, "Yeah, ain't that always the way of it? Always got to rely on me."
You know that comet that you took down in '96?
It's back.
It's back.
I think you pause right there, and then Bruce Willis looks up and he's like, "It's not back, is it?"
Oh, it's back. It seems like our friends, our Ruski pals have somehow commanded a fragment of it, using some up-to-date technology that we don't quite understand, and it seems that it's getting ready to come back on its comet trajectory of some kind, as my scientist experts tell me, and it looks like it's gonna hit Washington D.C.
I think Bruce Willis lays his hand on like the top hat because he didn't have time to dress out, and he just takes it down and lays it over his heart. And he's like,
oh yeah, you have like the little like coif, like everything, right? Yeah, you're like in full 19th century.
He's still in the full garb, and he's still got the and everything. So he just takes off the hat and lays it over to his heart, and he's like, "No, they wouldn't kill Liberty, would they?"
Oh, they would. They would, Bruce. They would.
He kind of just like sullenly looks down at his feet.
Why do you think? Why do you think why do you think that I'm here for you? You're the only one America can turn to when it comes to comets.
Bruce kind of like angrily tilts his gaze back up, and he's like, "You're asking me to defend democracy. Do you understand the weight you're putting on my shoulders?"
God damn it, Bruce! And he like slams his hand down. He's like, "I'm asking you. Neil deGrasse Tyson is asking you. America is asking you."
I think so you know how usually in a scene like this the person would probably like stand up abruptly out of their chair in like frustration. Bruce Willis moves to stand up as kind of like an autonomic motion, like just by rote he's used to kicking the chair up behind him. And he tries to knocks his head against the limo, sits back down, and he's like, "Well, I can't do it alone. You're gonna have to get me a team."
Yeah, that's what we're hoping you came in. So we have a couple candidates here, and I wanted to know which one you think you need, and we hand you over a couple like dossiers, and you're like peering through them, and the one that you describe will end up being Adam's character.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how we do. So basically, what you need to do is actually something we need to kind of establish is that so the Russian base is going to be on the moon, so right, that's the complication, is that we need to get to the moon to disable the comet.
Yep.
So what we're going to need you. So now it's your turn to pick a new person to get added to this mission, and add a complicate. Exactly. Add a complication to it. I only reiterate that stuff. I know you guys know it because you guys are cool, but chat doesn't. So
well, I'm reiterating it for myself.
Doing it for you guys. Doing it for you.
For the chat, man.
For the chat, man. Do it. That's what you're gonna say when you're gonna stop the comment, like for the Twitch chat.
Oh my god, we stream the entire thing.
Oh my god, I want to do this with streamers. Like
oh god.
Everyone has to play a streamer.
Oh my god, the final job is a last 24-hour live. No, it's a 48-hour live stream.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I think I think remembering back to the Underworld movies and his time in The Fifth Element, Bruce Willis pulls out the dossier of Mila Jovovich, and he kind of looks it over for a second. He's like, "Her. We need someone with the weapon skills to be able to carve through concrete with bullets and fall into a metro subway station to kill werewolves. Don't ask me why, Chief. I just know we need her." And so I think
I don't know. She's a loose cannon. Is there really anyone else, Bruce?
I think Bruce tilts his gaze up to like where he thinks the moon is at the moment, and he's just like, "No, we have no idea what those Ruskies are going to be hiding up there. But I imagine they're going to send goons, and they're going to send all kinds of messed up abominations of Russian Soviet science at us. We need someone with the weapon skills to be able to handle some complications like that."
So who is it?
And I think he has like
his glasses down. Like, so who is it?
I think he like very determinedly holds up like Mila Jovovich's picture from The Fifth Element, where she's like falling off a balcony or something.
Yes,
it's like the most photo, and he's like,
Lilo Dallas, multi-pass. Yes, yes, that's so good.
I think just kind of as like a last thing that he does, he's like, but we need her in the orange wig too. That's very important to me. Like, don't ask me why. We need her in that outfit and that hair. It's important.
Well, we are in Hollywood. Surely somebody still has Fifth Element fan gear.
I think Bruce Willis turns to him and he's like, "Nah, I think we might have to jack it off of someone. I think it got sold for about $10 million a while back. But I'm up for another heist."
So
so wonderfully meta.
I think you see the president kind of like go on the phone. He's like, "Langley, this is the president. We need you to find Lilo Dallas multi-passes Fifth Element costume." Yes, the wig is important too. Yes. And it looks to you like, "Bruce, I got my top agents on it. Now where is she?"
I think Bruce sits back and he's like, "I don't know. I don't keep in contact with her. Her beach house?" And he kind of just shrugs.
Okay. So where are you?
How cheesy can we go with this?
So much cheese. All the
Literally
cheese.
as much as you want.
So we go. So like this was probably like daytime or something when they were filming, and so we go. Camera pans out. Camera like comes out of the limo, like out of the hole, the moonlight or what's the hole in the top of a car?
Sunroof?
Sunroof. Yes.
Moonroof.
Comes out of that.
I don't know.
The camera comes out of that and goes up, and then like this like around noon or wherever the sun like kind of goes down and the moon comes up, and so then it comes down to like another alleyway in the city, and then we see it's like the camera kind of comes down and we see like some trash cans or whatever, and then some random street punk just gets thrown into the trash cans.
Oh yeah.
And so you're like, "Oh, what the hell, lady?"
And the clinking of the lids go tumbling down. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and the recycling cans that you hear. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All like a bunch of trash and like recycling. There's like cans and like scatter, and then we hear like the of like boots as they hit the ground and walking, and then then we see her, but she's in the underworld.
Outfit. Yeah.
Like black leather.
Yeah.
Leather trench coat or
So
whatever.
how do you pronounce her name again? Is it Mila
Jovovich?
Mila Jovovich. Okay.
Yeah,
Mila.
Mila.
Okay, cool.
And so like what the hell? And then he like looks up at her and she's just like glaring down at him, like, "What the hell are you doing this for?" And she just says, "Wrong place, wrong time." And then she grabs him and then her fangs come out and she bites him in the neck.
Oh,
vampire!
Oh my god! Actual vampire. Yeah.
And so she's like draining blood out of his neck, and then she drops him back into the trash cans, and like her phone starts going off as she wipes her mouth, and she like pops up and answers it like, "Hello? He needs me for what?" No, I'm not wearing it. Fine, but I'm not wearing it. And then like, and then the limo comes up, like, and she like turns to see that the limo comes up, and the door opens, and then she just walks over and gets in.
Awesome.
I'm not wearing.
So what is it? So what is this means that you were on the last job too, Mia. So that means you were part of whatever the previous job
Armageddon?
was. Yeah.
I was an extra. I was an extra on Armageddon. Before I was big.
Which was an. Oh, we retconned the movie. She was actually playing Bruce Willis's daughter, which makes this.
Yes. Oh my God, that's even weirder.
That's even creepier.
So it's.
I've turned Bruce Willis into a sex pest.
Oh no, that's actually a really good point. So so Martin Sheen like looks like at you too, and it's like, I'll leave you with your daughter, and like kind of like looks at some other stuff, so you guys can have an intimate moment.
This may not work. Underworld wasn't her.
Wasn't it?
No.
According to chat, it's not.
What? I'm gonna double check this.
Shh, let it happen.
Okay, if we're not doing Underworld, then it's the Resident Evil movies.
It's Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Resident
It's Resident
it's
Evil.
Kate Beckinsale. Okay, then we're doing the Resident Evil movies where she plays Alice.
But
Alright,
she's
I'm mixing those up.
okay.
Okay. That's fair.
She can
Okay,
still
so
be a vampire.
maybe she's not a vampire then. I kind
No,
of
you can keep her a vampire, whatever, dude.
screw it.
I'm fine with it. I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
Drama.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a minute with your daughter. So like you guys are probably estranged or whatever from the catastrophe. So.
Wait, so they're actually.
Oh, so we're actually.
Yeah. Or.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say you're her daughter.
All right. All right, let's do this. I think Bruce looks at her and he's just like, you seem to be doing well for yourself. That's some nice leather you're wearing. Is that the new phase? Is that what the kids are into? Is that jiggy?
What's with the monocle?
I think Bruce kind of like pulls it down. He's like, "Oh, I've been getting into some more serious movies. I thought, in my twilight years, I should create a legacy of myself, something a little bit more serious. A little bit less shooting, a little bit more monocles."
Yeah, sometimes you have to do a couple bad ones before you make a good one.
Bruce kind of sits back aghast and he's like, "Hey, Furious 6 was amazing." Wait, no, which one had Bruce Willis in it? Oh God, I'm gonna get all my movie references mixed up. Let me go back to one that I know Bruce Willis is in. Which was the really terrible one? Die Hard 5? I think it was Die Hard 5. He's just like, "I told you never to speak of Die Hard 5 again. You know better than that."
Was Die Hard 5 part of the catastrophe?
Oh my God. I had to go back to filming Die Hard 5.
Oh, that's what it was. And then how about this? Like it was Die Hard 6. You were filming Die Hard 6, and you were supposed to stop a comment for Die Hard 6.
Oh, okay. All right. So
we need you again, and you did, but like something
We
happened.
called it Die Hard 6 Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon harder.
Die Hard 6 Red Armageddon. There we go. And that was the job.
Yes, excellent. So, just so you know, so you know how we establish traits as our characters is through anecdotes. So throughout the game, we're going to be telling stories in the past of what's been going on and what's happened, and that's how you gain traits and abilities that help you get better. Other people tell them about you. So, the first thing we're going to do then is that we have to do our planning scenes. So before our action starts, then, so we have to do a scene with Bruce here. So we're going to have to do. Let's do this in character, right? So that we bring you back to the White House, right? And you guys are in the Situation Room, and we have like NASA scientists around us. Yeah, we have Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Soren wins.
Die Hard Again.
Die Hard Again. Oh wow, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Soren.
Die Hard 6.
That's the subtitle of this episode today. So Neil deGrasse Tyson's there, but all the science guys there, What other science people? I
Bill
don't know.
Nye.
Yeah, Bill Nye.
Bill
That's,
Nye
that's
was
it.
there.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
So, Neil deGrasse and yeah, so Neil and Bill, they have like a very like gloomy look to themselves, and they're like,
He has a very solemn bow tie.
yeah, yeah, it's a black bow tie.
It's a black bow tie. Bill Nye sad has to be one of the saddest things in existence.
I wish it wasn't true. There's a comet heading right for this spot.
Bruce Willis.
And
slams
we
his hand on the
have
table.
6 months to stop it.
And he's just like 6 months. There's no way we'll have enough time.
Am I here for this, or is this his scene?
No,
Because-
you guys
This is the
both
planning
get
scene.
pulled in. Yeah, but you're gonna do the planning.
But I'm the one who helps like direct how the next scene's gonna go. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can be here for this, but like the planning is.
So we're gonna have to break.
Okay.
You're gonna have to break in and disable the control station on the moon. But due to that recent NASA catastrophe, we can't send up our normal space shuttles.
So Bruce kind of walks around the edge of the table to where all the monitors are at like the front of it, and he kind of raps his cane on the ground a few times, and he's just like, and he points it up to one of the monitors, and he's like, "All right, you see this? Outside the bounds of Moscow,
Mm-hmm.
they have a secret rocket silo based right here. And I imagine if we try hard enough, and if we, say we're tourists on vacation, we could probably get in there. But I'm gonna need a Chinook, 20 pounds of C4, and that lead outfit I mentioned before. Do you guys have that yet?
We're still working on it.
I think he just turns back and he's like, "Damn."
We try to make a fake or a disguised rocket on a movie set, but it turns out that to get to the moon, we've been working on it since the '60s, but it's really hard. So to disguise it. So I think we're just gonna go. The real thing in Russia sounds like the best way of doing this.
Bruce nods and he's like, "Yeah, it was one of the best props I've ever seen. We used it on the set of Die Hard 5. I think it'll come in real handy. They were just developing it in Chernobyl while we were shooting the movie."
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson comes over to you and he's like, "By the way, how are you doing after that, man?"
I think Bruce turns to him and he's like, "You know better than to ask me that."
He nods solemnly
Yeah.
in solidarity.
And I think he turns to him and he's like, "What would you do if it was the worst movie in your career and literally everyone had shown up to see it? What would you do, Neil?"
Not to everyone.
We lost a lot of good Rotten Tomato ratings that day.
I think he nods solemnly again, and he's like, and then he turns to Mila, and he's just like, and he just turns back, like, just
Yeah, like
the
it's
most
so
disappointed
painful. Yeah,
handshake.
it's so painful they can't even talk
Just
about
like,
it.
"Oh, I'm so wounded. Why would you even?"
Oh my God.
And then I think he clears his throat through the pain, and he's just like, but we're gonna need to be able to secure transport into Russia, and we're gonna need some kind of passports, and we're gonna need some weapons, and again C4, and maybe a Chinook, and maybe a tank, and just a lot of things that cause explosions.
We have just the guy to help you, and to get you into Russia. What are you gonna do once you get on there and into the moon base? We've heard reports that they've been working on secret werewolf technology.
Should we save that for the other planning scene? Well,
Oh, I guess.
well, I mean, do you want to just combine our planning scenes right now so that we don't have to do it on the middle of the way to the moon base?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Mila's already here, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll do that. So I think Bruce turns his gaze back to Mila, and he's just like, "The honor's yours, darling."
So my thing was.
You're very good at killing werewolves.
We're going with it. You kill werewolves.
You're very good at killing monstrous creatures.
Oh yeah, okay.
In general.
No,
And we don't know
we
what-
got it. Yeah, no. It looks like Umbrella Corp defected to
Oh,
Russia.
that's even better. Yes.
That's exactly what it is. Hey LZT, you joined at a really interesting
so
game,
so
buddy.
she comes up and like does the thing on the hollow screen or whatever is showing all the
Yeah.
trajectories, and then the logo for Umbrella Corp like pops up and starts like
Yes.
slowly spinning, and then like the device controlling the comet was made by Umbrella Corp.
Russian moon base is a front.
We can get to the moon base, but there's going to be resistance. I can help us get past it. There's going to be, and then she's like she starts like it like zooms into like the moon base or whatever, and then
Yeah, it goes.
there's like a bunch of little dots, and like those are all zombies.
Yes.
Yes.
No, keep going. Keep going.
According to satellite scans, and and then she brings up like a satellite imagery, and just a bunch of zombies like walking around
On the moon?
yeah, on the moon.
On the moon. There's some on the comet too.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it turns out that the Russians commandeered a secret Nazi moon base.
The zombies were just there. Can I make a minor addendum?
Yeah,
Or,
of course.
Maybe it's something we should figure out later on. I don't know. I was
Okay.
gonna make a minor change to what the comet is.
Okay.
I might
What's up?
wanna-
No, let's go. Come on.
Okay. My suggestion was that it's like filled with whatever the T virus or whatever, and like Umbrella is using the Russians to send it at Earth and actually start some kind of like
Yeah, that's a great
zombie
complication.
apocalypse.
Oh yeah, that's we don't know about that yet. That will happen.
But the
Yeah.
so like the Russians are getting played the whole time.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, got it. Okay.
They're the scapegoats. All right, sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Oh, shoot, what was the name of the big main zombie?
Nemesis.
Yeah, Nemesis, and then
Yeah.
we've heard reports that Nemesis is back.
Dunno.
Oh shit. Okay.
And
Nemesis was a huge like super zombie in one of the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
And in Resi 3. Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
So
we've heard reports. Not only do we have to deal with these zombies outside and inside the base, there's been reports that Nemesis is back, and then she points to like the middle of the base, and if he's anywhere, that's where he'd be.
oh my god, that's the main control panel.
Guarding the control panel.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good because now we just came up with our scenes for our strengths that we're gonna do in a little bit. Now, then we know what those type of what the terrain will be like. And now I guess let's cut to the actual first action scene, but like we phrase it in a way that's kind of like a where were the cuts happening or like the fades going into us on the move to Russia. It's like let's talk about getting into Russia, right? And so how are you guys getting into Russia? Like how are we gonna?
All right. So.
I don't know who the actor is, but like it'd be really funny is you guys have helicopters from like a Vietnam War.
So wait.
And Fortunate Son is playing in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so we just take Hueys into Russia while we have the door open, even though there's like a fucking blizzard everywhere around us. All right, I'll do that. So, I think it's probably just us on our Huey, and maybe we've got, I think.
Yeah, we're flying like so. Are we going through Germany or are we going over the North Pole?
I think we're probably going through Germany at this point.
Okay. So we're flying low over Europe, and
A helicopter the whole way.
I guess yeah. And in order to evade radar, you guys are going like right above the tree line, and yeah, of course, you've just been playing Fortunate Son for the past 13 hours.
And Bruce is still just nodding his head the whole time. It's been 13 hours. And Lord, they help themselves.
You hear like when we started off, like you hear like the radio guy like turn around like over the noise of the chopper and the speakers playing. It's like the cassette player is broken. It's stuck. We gotta go.
And Meal's in the corner, like her foot's just like tapping as like hard as it can, and she's just like glaring at something. Like it's fine, just keep going.
I think Bruce Willis is kind of doing a little jig in the background, just kind of gets.
So we're flying and we're getting into like Russian territory, and we're like a couple hundred miles now or kilometers or whatever into Russia, and all of a sudden you guys start hearing like and you hear and you hear the pilot go, "Uh-oh, looks like they got a lock on us," and like we cut over to like in the video, like it looks like something from what's the name of the movie with Owen Wilson when he's behind enemy lines, right? It's like one of those like mobile SAM sites, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the one with like the double turrets that look like they should totally be on the shoulder of a mech
Like
warrior.
the ones from Just Cause 2, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we see like something like over there. It's like, oh, looks like they got a mobile SAM site. I was like, what are we gonna do?
I think Bruce and Mila kind of just look at each other and they nod, and like they both slowly start to go stand up, and they're just like, "Take the helicopter as far away from here as you can. Try to go land it in Germany. Get yourself a schnitzel or something. We out."
And you
then
just
We just jump.
I think Willis gets to like the like edge where the what is the word I'm looking for? The sliding
Rail?
door.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I want to say hatch, but it's not that. And it's already open, and there's already like snow blowing in. So he like pulls on this huge parka and these like snow goggles, and he's got on he throws on a backpack. And he just like quietly to himself like shakes his head. He's like, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!" And then he just jumps without even waiting to see what Mila's doing. He just jumps.
Yeah.
into like Eastern Europe or Eastern Russia.
And to like the edge of Russia outside this base
Yeah.
with mobile SAM turrets. He just jumps.
So yeah, so you guys are still like hundreds of kilometers from the base, right?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
a good way out.
Okay. So instead of dealing, you guys are bailing. So will that be? I feel like that should be our the start of our first rolls, right, for pushing on.
Okay. Well, I jumped out first.
Yeah.
So,
So you're leading this.
right,
Okay.
So doesn't Adam need to give me like an ability that'll help me get through it,
He can.
or can I just roll my dice anyway?
You could roll your dice anyways, but if Adam would tell you a story about and give yourself a trait that could help you in this situation,
Okay. Then I get more dice.
yes.
I'm trying to make sure I have this all down.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Well, you also have grit, right? You also have 2 grit that you could spend.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend them yet because
Oh, yep. Okay.
it's time for grit. Adam, do you have a wonderful story?
Yeah, so I guess before we jump out of the helicopter, I look over and just like the one that made you big. Try not to die hard.
Oh my god. So what does the scene flashback to?
I think
It doesn't have to be from a real movie. It can be whatever.
well, I kind of want it to be because like the one where he like jumps out of like into the elevator shaft
Oh, okay.
and he's and he jumps and falls.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
So, yeah, you're used to jumping out. You're
I'm used to jumping off of things.
Yeah,
that
you're used to jumping off of
quickly.
things.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not even remembering back to the movie. You're remembering like watching it on like USA or something a couple of years ago.
On a VHS.
All right. So all standard rolls have 2 dice, right? That I roll with. Yes.
Yep. So basically, when someone attempts an action, you can establish an ability after someone declares an action, but before the dice are rolled. So that's what we just did. Yep.
They're D10, aren't they?
Yep. So, yep. Oh, so you can't establish someone as the best at an ability until someone has been described as the worst at that ability.
Right. And I think he was just describing me as like nominal at jumping off of very high locations.
Yeah. So it just gives you. So that means that gives you 2
Cool
grit.
action jumps.
Yeah.
So you
So I
just
get
yeah.
2 die for being competent at jumping off of high things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh man.
Okay. So you rolled a 1 and a 3. I get to roll 2d10.
Help me, jump gods. Oh,
Nope.
God.
Oh my god.
So you're
Total
at
failure.
total failure. I am.
Okay, sorry.
So you don't have any scars yet.
You didn't get a 10. No, okay.
You're gonna get stamina.
Oh God.
So
wait, so me telling the antidote first didn't give him
live
anything?
soft, die hard. Oh no, it gave him an extra die.
Yeah, it did, but like, because it bumped me up to 2, but I messed it up completely because it bumped up my dice pool to 2, and you gave
Also,
me
one's the default roll?
yes.
Yeah, 1d10.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's your worst.
I thought 2 was the default roll.
Yep.
No, I don't think so. Unless like, you give someone an ability.
So yeah, so your high die was 3. So I beat the high die. Yep. So you lose 1 point of stamina. So you lose 2 points of stamina.
Oh Jesus.
Because you lost on both of them, right?
Oh, okay. I thought it was only if you got a 10.
Oh no, I think you're right. Okay. So this is what happens when you don't really read the rules. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I believe that. Yeah, when dangerous dice shows 10, it's removed from the roll, and you lose 10 for each removed. So you don't take stamina then. You just lose.
Well, what happens? What is the result then?
Yes. Okay. So, what's going to happen is your parachute or your whatever you grab doesn't. As soon as like you jump out, it like gets sucked off from the section.
Shit.
It's now you have to like dive down. But you can see as you're free falling, there's like a lot of like snow embankments.
So I'm gonna like dive my way into a snow embankment.
Yeah.
Can I posit an alternative way of doing this?
Sure.
Maybe Mila jumps after me and tries to catch me midair before I hit the bottom.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Then that means that's pushing it right on her. Okay.
Yep.
So then I want to give her that ability. I want to give her specifically the ability to like and I'm gonna make this very broad, to be able to like help someone out of like a serious jam using action stunts when like otherwise it would be impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to remember back to any of the Resident Evil scenes. I think there's several occasions where I think there's one big scene, and I think it was the second or the third movie, where Mila rides into a church on a motorcycle that seems to jump through the stained glass for no apparent reason, and takes out a bunch of the zombies in like midair on the motorcycle. So I think Mila has a competent ability of helping her friends out by doing incredibly high-flying, highfalutin stunts. Like she's competent at it.
Okay.
Okay. So you're good at flying, basically through the air.
Yes.
As well.
You're good at saving my ass.
Okay. You're better. You're actually better than Bruce Willis at it.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Got it.
Bruce Willis is good at jumping. You're better at saving Bruce Willis's ass from the fire. Oh my god.
Let's go, Lilo Dallas.
Don't fail me now.
So.
Oh god.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh no.
So you gotta. No, that was 2d6. Sorry.
Oh okay. Whew.
Oh that doesn't count.
Oh god.
Okay. Better.
Oh, okay, that's much better.
That's better.
All right then. I roll 3d6 now because you got a 1, and that increases the pool.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
you also did d6.
Oh my god, I did.
Sorry, I ruined everything.
You ruined everything. You have supplanted things.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
so I got my highest die is bigger than your highest die.
Yes. And then okay, but the next one though is we tie, so you don't gain any extra stuff to do the completion pool. To finish this. So that means you're able to
So I got 1 success then or
yes.
Okay.
So you win you essentially you win this conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess means that you get to act in the way that you pushed on, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So so you pushed on. You're capturing midair.
And then we're marking 1 toward the completion track for this.
Yes.
So you got 1 die that was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he jumps out, and then I see like the parachute just whoosh. And then actually she says like something like
It just like flies by your face.
Bullshit. Like, just bullshit or whatever, some Russian curse or whatever, jumps out jumps and does a flip, and then just shoots down after him. And like eventually catches up to him, like grabs it, like wraps her arms around him, and then pulls her own parachute, and then they slowly float down
into it.
It's like, you're an idiot.
Bruce Willis turns back to her and he's like, I had it handled.
So you guys land with a loud like splash into this snow embankment, and you feel you guys like you're almost immobile a little bit, like you're really far down into this. Like imagine like a 20-foot high pile of snow, and you like fell right into the middle of it, and you're like, oh boy, now you have to, you're almost stuck in here almost, and all of a sudden you hear in Russian around, it's like, we heard them come out this way. And with that, Psycho Blot.
Suka Bliet. Иди нахуй.
And at that point, we're going to go to our first break.
Oh, okay.
Boom. 10:04. So thanks, guys, so much for tuning in for the first hour of Once Upon a Game, our story game variety show, where we're playing One Last Job. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So see you guys in 5 minutes. Go get some water. Go find a cool Bruce Willis. Find your favorite Bruce Willis picture, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, bye.